Okay, guys, so you just finished my cheesy video of the day reviewing what cause and effect relationships are. You know, the effect is the thing that happens, like the big thing that happens, or the main event that happens. And the causes are the reasons why those things happen. Okay? So today we're going to look at the chapter called Miranda, and we're going to look for some more cause and effect relationships. Yesterday we used a multi-flow map, and we talked about the different things that caused Daisy to go to the vet, and we talked about some of the effects, because Daisy went to the vet, or some of the effects. Today we're going to look specifically at like one-on-one cause and effect relationships. In order to do that, I want to do a close read, and I'm going to start my close read on page 243. So I'll give you just a second to turn in your books to page 243. It's in the Miranda section or part of the book, and it's called Extraordinary, but no one there to see. All right, so page 243. So when I'm thinking about cause and effect relationships, again, cause and effect relationships, and I'm going to zoom in on this so that I can see it a little more clearly. Um, I want to find like the dogs are barking. I want to find some events in the story that happened, and I want to think about the effects of those events. Okay. So we're going to start with extraordinary, but no one there to see. All right. So I am on page 243. Neither my mother nor my father could come see the play on opening night. My mother because she had this thing at work, and my dad because his new wife was going to have her baby any second now, and he had to be on call. So, guys, right there, I'm thinking, man, poor Miranda. It's got to be sad to have such a big event in your life and not have anyone there to see it. It's kind of a bummer, right? And that kind of links back up to the title, extraordinary, but no one there to see it because something extraordinary was happening to her, but she wasn't going to have anyone there to see it. Zach couldn't come to opening night either. He had a volleyball game against Collegiate he couldn't miss. In fact, he wanted me to miss the opening night so I could come cheer him on. Well, Zach doesn't sound much like a boyfriend to me if he wants her to miss her big night just to be there for him. That's asking a lot. My friends all went to the game, of course, because all their boyfriends were playing. Even Ella didn't come. Given a choice, she chose the crowd. So, in what I've been reading about Miranda, it's obvious that her relationship with Ella and has kind of taken off rather than Via because Ella was the more like surface level friend. She didn't really go into Miranda's like feelings and really get to know her like Via did, and so it made life easier for Miranda. She didn't have to talk about the complicated things. But now here Via is like really needing somebody who's a all there friend who's there on a deeper level, and she doesn't have anybody. It's kind of sad. So on opening night, no one that was remotely close to me was even there. And the thing is, I realized in my third or fourth rehearsal that I was good at this acting thing. I felt the part. I understood the words I spoke. I could read the lines as if they were coming from my brain and my heart. And on opening night, I can honestly say I knew I was going to be more than good. I was going to be great. I was going to be extraordinary. But there would be no one there to see it. All right. So I'm going to stop right there and I'm going to think again about the document that I have over here. So the big event I feel like I'm getting from these pages, given the title and the first few paragraphs, is it says text here. I'm going to just type away. So I'm going to put Miranda has no one to see her on opening night. That's awful, right? Now, if this is her big event, what are some effects of those things? So when I was reading in this section right here, let's see, if her big event, right here, no one remotely close to me was there. Okay. So let's look at like some of the things that let's see. All right. Miranda has no one there to see her opening night. What are some of the effects of that? Okay. So as I keep reading, I'm going to look and see if I can find out like what are the effects of that. We were all backstage, nervously running through our lines in our heads. I peeked through the curtain at the people taking their seats in the auditorium. That's when I saw Augie walking down the aisle with Isabel and Nate. They took 3 seats in the 5th row near the middle. Augie was wearing a bow tie, looking around excitedly. He had grown up a bit since the last time I'd seen him, almost a year ago. His hair was shorter, and he was wearing some kind of hearing aid now. His face hadn't changed a bit. Davenport was running through some last-minute changes with the set director. I saw Justin pacing off stage left, mumbling his lines nervously. "Mr. Davenport," I said surprisingly to myself as I spoke, "I'm sorry, but I can't go on tonight." Interesting. So that's something that happens. Let's keep going and see if this happens because no one's there to watch her. Davenport turned around slowly. "What?" he said. "I'm sorry." "Are you kidding?" I muttered, looking down. "I don't feel well. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm going to throw up." Ah, that was a lie. Interesting. So why is she saying these things then? If that's a lie, why is she saying she's not going to go on? Right after she reads all about seeing Via's family come in. That's my There you go. It's just last minute jitters. "No, I can't do it. I'm telling you." Davenport looked furious. "Miranda, this is outrageous. I'm sorry." Davenport took a deep breath, like he was trying to restrain himself. To be truthful, I thought he looked like he was going to explode. His forehead turned bright pink. "Miranda, this is absolutely unacceptable. Now go take a few deep breaths and—" "I'm not going on," I said loudly, so she says it again, and the tears came to my eyes fairly easily. "Fine," he screamed, not looking at me. Then he turned to a kid named David, who was a set decorator. "Go find Olivia in the lighting booth. Tell her she's filling in for Miranda." Ah. So now I'm kind of making some inferences here. We've got Miranda's her understudy. She's crying. She says she can't go on. She watched them come in. No one close to her is there. Ah. So, guys, I think the effect of no one being there to see her, she lets Via go on. Because there's no one there to see her, but there are people there to see Via. Right? Another effect, I can find some kind of funny ones. When we look at the guy, that was the one I was really most excited about, but I think she probably made Davenport quite upset because he took a deep breath. He was trying to restrain himself. He looked like he was going to explode. His forehead turned bright pink. Interesting. So I could put right here, Davenport was upset. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm finding 3 story events. Okay. Like I just did. And I'm going to put my page numbers. So this one is on page 243. Okay. And then I'm going to find some effects. And it doesn't have to be 3 effects. If there's not 3 effects, then you can put 2. Some effects of those story events. Okay. Just like I did for you today. Right. Find story events that are good, that are juicy, that tell us a lot about who Miranda is. Right. Happy hunting. Look forward to seeing what you come up with.